What's up, guys? So welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. So yeah, a new trading week is approaching, and as usual I have decided to share with you what I'm looking at for the upcoming trading week. Right, to me and my team, this week was super great, and I believe that next week we'll have some super great opportunities as well. Okay, so before I step onto the chart to show you what I'm looking at, please, you know what to do already. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and I'll really appreciate a comment and a like on this video. Okay, so yeah, real quick, let's step onto the charts and let's see what we have for the upcoming trading week. Welcome back to the chat, guys. So I'm gonna switch broker feeds so that I'm gonna have clean sheet to explain certain things. Okay, all right. So in my recent previous breakdown, I indicated that the intraday is bearish from this high all the way to this low, right? Then I also showed a bullish internal story that price is trying to make, and we're looking at this high as our internal target liquidity, right? Then we had this guy taken out nicely over here, okay, which means now my internal swing leg, which I'll be focusing on, is going to be this high and this low over here. As simple as that. Okay, so intraday is bearish, but this is going to be my new focus leg of internal structure within the bearish intraday swing leg. Okay, so why this guy? Because we had a beautiful break right in here with a wick. Okay, it was a clean one, a clean break. So this is going to be a BOS. Okay, now I found this internal leg. What next? Simple. I'm gonna look for areas where I think price may react. Okay, so in here I have first this guy. Okay, this is the first one that I can see. Now once I've spotted this, I'm now going to look at what the internal structure is saying within this internal swing leg. Okay, so I'm breaking everything down like into smaller pieces. Okay, good. Now I'll be showing you two scenarios, a potential bullish story and a bearish story that aligns with the intraday bearish story as well. Okay, so real quick, let me start with the potential bullish story, which I am not so confident with that one. Okay, I'm not looking at that one so much, but let me share it to you so that in case the market starts showing signs like that, you'll know what to do. All right, so right in here, like I said, this low that created this high is my focus leg. Okay, now within this leg, we are now going to look at what the internal structure is saying. So in here, if you decide to look at this internal structures independently, you're going to see that price is doing something like this: a high, created a low, created a high, created a new low, broke this guy over here, pulled down, break again, pull down, and now we've broken. Okay, so once this break has happened, people see this as what? A bullish break to the top. But like I said, I'm not confident in this one, but I just want to share with you. Okay, so in here, if this is a bullish break right in here, then it means this is going to be my next focus leg, like my next trading range. Okay, so within this leg, I'm going to look for what? Areas where I think price can give a reaction, and the first area is right in here where price is currently, and the second one is this guy over here. Okay, so for any bullish story, we can have a reaction from here to the top or from here to the top. That is how simple it is. Okay, with any bullish story that price wants to make. So now I can switch to now looking at my bearish story that I'm seeing. Okay, so this is the first scenario. for any bullish story, for any buys. This is the first scenario. Very simple. Now the sell stories. Now let's look at the sell stories. Now in here with the sell story, this is what I'm looking at. I saw this guy break, and I'm looking at this high to this low as one structural leg, which means this guy over here is my supply. Okay, so this morning, that's Friday morning, I was looking at price to drop all the way to the downside, okay, into this POI before we can now see anything else. Okay, but unfortunately price came back to wake out this Asian high. So I see this as an inducement, not necessarily like a break or structure to the top. Okay, because first it was done with a wick and there was liquidity in there, liquidity in the form of what? Asian high. So I see this as what? An inducement, which means price has the tendency to continue downwards again. Okay, so in here what I'm personally going to do is there may not be any reason for me to sell over here unless one, let's say price takes out this low over here, pulls back, okay, into any of these areas over here, okay, then I can now join in on the sell. Okay, but I'm not just going to sit down when price takes out this low. No, that is how dangerous my strategy is. The moment I take out this low, if there is any opportunity presented in here for buys, I'm going to take it. Okay, like this, with other confluences, I'm going to take it nicely to certain areas before I can now join in on the sells to the downside. Okay, so it is either this low gets taken out or this low gets taken out before I can start looking for sales. But me personally, I'll prefer this one. Okay, I'll prefer this low to be taken out nicely. So once this low over here gets taken out, I can now start looking for what? Potential counter trend trades into certain levels. Okay, into certain levels, then I can now drop again with a sell. Okay, sometimes too we can even have that break tapping into this demand zone over here. Okay, you remember I said we have this bullish internal structure. Okay, so we can have price tapping into this one, then I can now look for what? A trade in here. But this trade is first going to be a counter trend trade. Okay, it is not going to be pro trend to this, it is going to be counter trend to this leg, right? Then if we get in here and price decides to what, to, like, let's say react to any of these zones, then why not? I'm just going to come in again with a sell, this time around drop down to go and take out this guy. But in case we get a buy also in here and we go to break this guy over here nicely, then we're going to continue to move to the top. Okay, so that is how my sell story is. Okay, so let me put everything in summary. I'm saying that intraday we are bearish, however internal structure is bullish. Okay, we've broken structure 1, structure 2, hence my focus leg within the intraday structure is this guy which created this guy. Okay, within this leg I'm saying that there are two stories that people are going to see, or two stories that are going to be presented. The first one is the fact that people have seen this break of structure right in here and they're looking at this as a bullish what, an intention for a bullish move, right? Which means right in here we can have certain areas to look out for buys. Okay, because we've broken structure to the top. Okay, so the areas is this guy over here and this guy over here to continue the move to the top. Okay, that's the first one. Then I am saying that personally I'm not so confident in this buy that I showed. Mine is still the bearish story that is aligning with what, the intraday, where we are having now this internal structure break to the downside like this, because I'm looking at this high to this low as one swing leg, price already tapping into this, that's fine, came back, take out this high, it was done with a wick, which means this guy has the tendency of still dropping to the downside. Okay, but then what I'm saying is if I want to take any sales, I would like to see this guy or this guy taking out. Okay, when it is taken out, I will now look for counter trend trades into certain levels. Okay, then I can now drop down, okay, for the main what, sales. Okay, but like I said, I prefer this one to be taken out, then I can get a counter okay, before I join in on the sales. Then I'm saying again that because this demand is here, or because there's point of interest in here, sometimes we may have price breaking into this guy over here, okay, then we are still going to look for a counter trend trade to the top. Why counter? Simply because even though this guy is bullish in here, internal structure is still what? Bearish. So this trade over here, this buy scenario, if any is presented, is going to be like what? A counter trend trade to this leg, okay. When we get into certain areas and price decides to preach a sell story, why not? Then we come in again to continue the move to the downside. If we have this buy moving all the way to the top to break this, then we are fulfilling this buy story, okay. So that is what I'm looking at for on Euro USD. I hope you found value in this video, right? And if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and also leave a comment in the comment section, okay. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button as well, okay. So I'll see you within the week with another insightful video. Stay safe, have a peaceful week. Bye bye.